we have a good shot. The opponents are really good, so I think we will win for sure, but it's close.
The Magic the Gathering Team Series Championship is the culmination of a year's worth of excellence on the game's Pro Tour. This year's top finishers are Team Haruruya Latin, featuring 3 Brazilian luminaries including former world champion Carlos Ramao, 2 Argentines including Pro Tour champion Luis Salvato, and the limited master from Portugal, Marcio Carvalho. Their opponents are Team Ultimate Guard, featuring American aces the Peach Garden Oath Brothers, Control Master Andrew Cuneo, Hall of Famer Paul Rietzel, and all-time great John Finkel. These rosters would battle in the Guilds of Ravnica team sealed format, having never seen the cards before.
Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome to Team Series Championship practice. You guys have exactly 1 case of product for today and tomorrow. There is no more, okay? We're gonna give you guys 3 displays each now, and when you want more, you ask.
How many is it, 12?
12, it's 12 packs for which one stack?
Alright, so I assume we want to give me the Boros cards, Andrew the Sultai, and John the Izzet. So we're all deeply enfranchised, long-term players. It's a kind way of saying nearly elderly in the Magic community. I'm the young gun of the team at 33 years old, so I'm one of the sprightly newcomers to the pro scene. We all just have kind of this attitude where we're very serious about the game, but very congenial with each other, very competitive, but I think kind of a fun atmosphere, and everybody is so good that it creates this kind of friendly rivalry internally when we're practicing.
This is a fine card, right? 4 mana, 1/3 flyer, draw a card when it comes into play. Anyone?
To me, the Golgari card looks so good.
How much? 4? 4. Yeah, excellent.
No. Izzet has the Planeswalker, but the other cards aren't spectacular. We do have 4 of these guys, so
that guy is insane.
I was waiting as long as possible to tell you this, but you're a Boros player.
I'm just looking to make sure these cards are all good. I mean, assume they are, but yep, obviously great, obviously great.
The greatest.
Attention team, upon reading the cards, my deck is much less powerful than I thought.
sacrificing myself.
Too good.
We're trying to figure out the format. So we just played like a couple of games so far, and we couldn't figure out like the guilds. You have to stick inside of a guild. You cannot like go crazy trying to mix the guilds.
Is it still multicolor?
Yeah. The card is both. You can counter it with Flash Freeze and something
Makes
else.
sense.
Do you guys feel okay with handing, like, just to start, John the Demir, me the Boros, and Andrew the green cards?
Yeah, sounds great.
Well, I feel really confident just because having Marcio is such a big deal for Limited.
I think it's gonna be a tough match for both teams because I think both teams are equally good. Maybe they're a bit better if we think overall, but not by a lot, in my opinion.
They're the guys who are high-fiving and yelling at every single Pro Tour because they're always making every top 8. Seems like every single top 8, there's a Haruruya Latin player that's winning in. Those guys are going crazy, high fives, celebrate. And they were the number 1 seed going into this event. You know what I mean? They had the most pro points.
I don't love this card in this deck.
Yeah, I don't love it either. Can easily take it out.
When the day of the competition arrived, the teams were done experimenting with the strategies they'd discovered. It was time to execute.
No, we have only +1/+0 flying.
You don't think this is a strong deck?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Paul would know. He was playing the Boros decks all day.
How are we doing on time? We can get 30 minutes?
I can play black-green and splash this. You could also just put it in the blue-red deck.
It didn't seem like there were really any black cards that were that exciting to play.
Just this one.
No, this one. This card is great.
I can't read it.
The Okran Assassin. Because you have a Might of the Masses and a Vigor Spore Worm, which means if you play against someone who doesn't have removal, you can just kill all their creatures.
And he said par S, I think, which I don't know what that. I don't speak any. Is that Portuguese? I assume.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could be Spanish.
If you guys speak French, I can understand.
Oh, we don't know.
You don't know French?
No.
Okay. I think that par essay means against him or something like that. So I think that Thiago wanted to mulligan, but he kept the hand that he thinks is particularly good against what they think I'm playing.
Hello and welcome to this, the Pro Team Series final for 2018. There you can see John Finkel. He is Johnny
goats.
Magic, one of the most decorated players of all time. Then we have Andrew Cuneo and Paul Rietzel, two Hall of Famers, one team, absolute powerhouses, and leading things off from Harrow Latin. Well, there he is, the big man, the 2002 world champion, Carlos Romao. There we have Marcio Carvalho and Thiago Saporito. Big smiles for them, big energy from them.
Oh, look at this. Look at they're building the hype.
Good luck to you.
The competition began with former world champions battling in a Demir mirror match, and Carlos Romao jumped out to a one-game lead. Meanwhile, Paul Rietzel drove his beloved Boros deck to a match win as he lit Thiago Saporito up with an inescapable blaze.
I think I should do it. Okay. I'll target you. I'm aligned with your advocacy.
Well, I've always said that I feel really fortunate that, my tournament life can often be in the hands of these players that I trust and know they're going to make every decision correct. I mean, there's nobody you're going to take in a pre-release even field tournament before those players. They're just experts that have so much experience and skill and knowledge interpreting these new cards. And yeah, I mean, I'm nervous to play myself, but I'm cool and comfortable like putting my fate in these guys' hands.
Okay, my inclination would be your instinct, Andrew. Boom.
Imagine how good the card we're putting on the bottom is.
Any decisions that Marcio makes, he's not just making decisions for himself here. His team is already a match now.
Marcio, do you have anything good in your hand?
Never know, man. You never know. Maybe.
It would really help us make this decision if you could just tell us.
Yeah, this is a big problem here for Marcio Carvalho. The 4 points of life really making life a lot more difficult for the Portuguese player.
All right, those are my box.
So we just lost to Finkel, Rietzel, Cuneo team. Both of my teammates lost their game, and I couldn't finish my game against Finkel. But I said to Finkel, I was really happy to play against him. We are both old schools. The guy's a legend. I was pretty happy to be paired against him. But right now we are rooting for Salvador, Pozo, and Bertu to win their game, so we can force the final match, and then maybe they have the chance to be the champions.
There's Reed Duke, there's Owen Turnwald, and there is William Huey Jensen as they stroll in, calm, cool, and collected. There's Sebastian Pazzo with a big smile on his face. There's our player of the year, maybe, Luis Salvado, and Lucas Esperbertu, and they are ready to rumble here.
In match set number 2, Harrow Latin's fortunes changed, at least early on. Pro Tour stalwart Sebastian Pazzo piloted a so-so Boros deck to perfection and took down fan favorite Reed Duke in his match. Luis Salvato and Lucas Esperbertu also nabbed their game 1s. But then the Peach Garden Oath turned it around for Team Ultimate Guard. Owen Turtenwald played with a maniacal rage as his Boros aggression forced Luis Salvato to extend his hand and concede the match. And so it would all come down to Lucas Esperbertu and last year's world champion, William Jensen.
Is there anything that Lucas can do to get Harrow Latin into that last round? It's starting to feel like no. The team from Ultimate Guard is positioned for victory. One last draw step for Lucas. No, he's got something. Yep. Rampaging Monument is all he can come up with, though.
That's not enough on board.
And Jensen has lethal lined up. He's going to bounce the Monument with Unexplained Disappearance to clear the way for a fully lethal attack, and that's going to do it. Ultimate Guard Pro Team has won the Team Series Championship. Congratulations to William Huey Jensen, Owen Turtenwald, Reed Duke, Andrew Cuneo, John Finkel, and Paul Rietzel. We have our champion, Simon. John, you've done your fair share of winning. Teams, though, has a special feel, does it not?
Yeah, I mean, it's really special to win with. I mean, we have, the consensus best player in the world. We have the world champion. And we have the other third person who is, the most popular, most liked Magic player in the world. We have the best player in the world. I just don't know what 3 of them it is.
How does this stack up to winning Worlds? Individual versus team?
Well, it's a very different feel, but I'll tell you, this is by far the most fun event I've ever played. I had so much fun this week, both between watching these guys in Worlds, playing the new set. I'm going to admit, I was so nervous watching their match this morning. I wanted to win this so bad. I'm not one to tout myself, really, but I'm definitely one to tout my friends and tout my team and tout my teammates, so I'm very happy that they were able to prove me right.